decided to use AI to write the article, and they make absolutely no fucking sense whatsoever.
Yeah, you can definitely tell like right away when AI has written something, or you know, uh, just I don't know. It's either AI wrote this or someone who does not speak English wrote this. you know.
Or somebody who has never before played a D&D game trying to make jokes about it, and you're just like, that's that like watching Big Bang Theory, you know? It's like some of the shit they do, you're like, that's not how that game works. That wouldn't be a thing.
Oh, that shit frustrates me so much. Like, don't put it in your show unless somebody that wrote that has actually fucking played it, because people will notice. Soul crushing.
Yeah, I've heard D&D referred to as mostly as that game they play in Stranger Things.
Eh, yeah, because I mean, I started watching Stranger Things. I couldn't really get too into it, but the fact they did the whole Demogorgon and Mind Flayer, but trying to relate them but make them completely different.
Yeah, I actually had that consultation today for my leg sleeve that I'm trying to start, and I had to explain like all the different aspects of D&D that I'm looking to try to include in the tattoo. And the Eye of Vecna came up, and I was like, so Vecna, like, it's this necromancer, blah blah blah. Like, went down this whole like rabbit hole of like how it's, part of like true original D&D, like way back in the day, but that storyline has been reused and reinvigorated several times, and like most recently in Stranger Things. And she was like, wait, that Vecna? And I was like, yeah, that's 100% like a D&D reference, and the storylines just match up. And she was like, holy shit, like, I didn't realize it went that far. Like, yeah, D&D goes deep, like 50 years now, I think.
Yeah, I think so. I think the 70s was when Gary Gygax created it after the whole uh, Navy one. All right, everybody ready to begin?
I guess.
All right.
Yes.
So we'll go a little bit more wide story since the last few have been kind of out of the realm. Our party is part of a adventurers guild known as the Threat Protection Company, or TPK. They ended up going to Aurelion uh, in order to investigate a freezing sickness that seemed to be going around. They were met by the mayor, Erden Talavir, who told them of Rogar Greyhammer, who had adventured into Terran in order to collect treasures from the lost Gengesh ancient civilization, a way to make money. After his return, he started showing these weird symptoms, including blue veins, moving slower, until he was suddenly turned into a ice statue, essentially, and buried. The mayor reached out in order to determine what was going on. The party ended up going to investigate his home as well as uh, what the hell are they? A good store where uh, Rogar had tried to sell his items. There, they ended up determining that Kalna, Florida, knew something about it, and upon speaking with her, they learned that her sister Nolora was the leader of a bandits guild within the town and hiding in a cave. Uh, the party went to the cave, ended up confronting her, where she admitted that she had stolen the items uh, and had them in her chest. However, was not responsible for the sickness. Upon opening the party, then fought Nalora, and upon her defeat, opened up Call opened up a chest, releasing spores that ended up infecting Winston and Slim. They learned that inside these vials was a mixture called Frozen Sick. Uh, it was essentially biochemical warfare in ancient times. Upon informing the mayor of what they found, the mayor asked them to go to Terran in order to find out where Rogar had gone and see if perhaps an antidote could be found there. The party, after an adventure with a ghost ship upon the seas, reach Terran and end up at Jaren's outpost, which is a hub of sorts for the continent. There, they gathered more information, found out Rogar had gone to Frostford Ruins after speaking with his partner Bairn Greyfist. Uh, he pointed out on a map where they could go, and after trying to steal from Baron and getting on the attention of Dala Bloodhammer and her group, quickly left town with two sleds and snow dogs and started making their trek. Upon the way, one night, as Kai and Kal were on duty to keep watch, they suddenly couldn't move, and the rest of the party fell into a deep sleep. Out of the darkness came two hooded figures who, after a little debate, ended up stabbing Call with a dagger, breaking off the tip, and then leaving through a ring of fire. At the same time, Valgrim uh, received a dream from his deity, who told him that there was a cleric of old who may be able to assist him in somehow salvaging Call's soul. Upon waking, the party broke camp and went to find this cleric, who ended up being Zook Gundagoot, uh, who told them that there may be a way to save Call, but it was very dangerous. More of an annoyance, as he just did not like puns. The party then went to the pungent of Eldon Follet after probably some hilarious but hair pulling, really bad puns that play on words. They managed to reach the end, received the chest, and returned to Zook, who, upon opening it, pulled out for himself a small leather case, so about the size of a deck of cards, and a gem. Told the party that they can have the rest of the items, went into the back room with Call's body, and upon returning, presented Kai with the gem, informing him that his brother's soul and body were contained within. The body would be able to be brought out However, it would be close to mindless at that point, as his soul was more in the depths of hells being tortured. But every once in a while, his soul would be able to return in order to allow Call to speak and think of his own free will. And that's a good excuse for Call to level up while Anthony's away and allow him to jump back in. Uh, the party then took a long rest to prepare to set off in the morning. Upon waking, Zook's got some porridge over the fire that you can smell from your various sleeping bags. And that is where we begin. So you wake up on the floor of this iglooish hut. Once again, having a way to transport Call's body and not worry about him decaying or rotting. And so a chance to redeem Call's soul later on. But yet, I need Constitution saving rolls from Slim and Winston.
Was that a save, you said? Constitution saving throw?
Yes.
Alright. +2, roll it in chat. Uh, 15 from Avery. She's being generous today.
Oh, I'm gonna die. 9. Yeah.
Yes, you roll for health and Mirema. Except for your potions, in which one action to get full benefits, bonus action to roll for the health. Slim, as you wake up, you feel a bit chilly, but you're used to it at this point. You're able to focus and push it away and hold it off for a little longer. Winston, unfortunately, as you wake, you feel it, and that cold sets into your joints just a little bit more. Perhaps because you're a halfling, you're not used to this amount of cold. Now your skin carries a blue tinge on it. As you breathe out, you can see that little bit of a smoky vapor that comes when you breathe in the cold air outside. And your feet and your movement is reduced by another 5 feet. So I believe you are now down to 10 or 15 feet of movement.
Yeah, I think 15. Not
And
good.
if you hit 0, you're frozen.
Oh boy.
Might end up being our first long-term character death.
I will say I will laugh if Winston dies because Chris was my first actual he killed my first character that I ever had, and he was a halfling bard. So if a halfling druid dies,
Apparently,
oh
halflings
boy.
just aren't for you. I think they're intended for people like me who roll so many fucking natural ones.
Yeah, Dakota works in an extra dozen rolls a session because
Yeah, I can't talk my way through shit.
I keep 4 different d20s just on deck so that every time I hit a 1, I switch up.
Same. Actually, anything below a 5, I switch up. All right, so yeah, you wake up in this room. What now that you have Call's body handled for the time being, uh, knowing that it's one of your two of your companions are slowly turning into ice statues. What would the party like to do?
Now, because it's been a while, I was trying to type out the recap. We did find a potential cure, correct? We were like en route because we were on the dog sleds. I'm just trying to remember exactly where to go for the cure.
The Frostford Ruins is where it was found. The Frigid Woe was found by Rogar and Baron, and they said that it seemed like it was a lab. So you believe that if this is where it was produced, there's probably an antidote there as well. But with no other leads, why not go check it out?
All right. Well, there we go. Looks like we'll be, I don't know, hitting the shop, stocking up, and getting back on the road to the Frostburn ruins.
Hell yeah. You doing all right there, buddy? You looking a little, I don't know. Skin's a little weird looking.
What do you mean? I feel, I mean, it's a little cold, but I mean, other than that,
Hmm.
are you okay? I mean, your brother's dead.
Yeah, I mean, outside of that, I'm doing all right. At least I got this nice, fancy little rock here.
You seem to be at peace with the whole situation pretty quickly. Not really sure if that's healthy or.
What stage is he at? Grief?
I think this might be
I'm just
denial.
Denial. Oh yeah, definitely denial.
Well, I mean, we got we have a way to bring him back, so we just got to make sure you guys don't die, and then we can go, save him. So
Definitely denial.
he's only
Bring it
got.
in, buddy. I'll give him a hug.
Balgrim just picks the both of you up.
Gosh, Winston, your skin is so fucking cold. Your hands are like icicles.
Oh, strange. Thank you.
I don't think that's a good sign, buddy. We should probably get back on the road before you get any worse. And he looks over at Slim to see how Slim's holding up.
Slim takes a blanket out of his pack and tries to wrap Winston up in it. There, lad. Keep warm, all right. As I try to make.
Balgrim's gonna pick you up and hold you like a swaddled baby.
Slim does not resist, but just kind of accepts his fate and rolls his eyes slowly.
It's okay, boys. We're gonna get you fixed.
Meat hands. Okay, all right, we're good.
I would just go out and start maybe getting the sled dogs ready.
So as you're all moving about and stuff, you see Zed come over. Oh, I made some porridge. You'll probably want to eat some before you go. It's good on your bones. It'll help keep you warm in that fucking cold out there.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, that's fantastic.
Yeah, I'm in on that. Let's do that for sure. Slim would go make sure he gets himself a helping of that.
Is it warm porridge?
It's hot porridge, straight from the fireplace.
Okay. Never mind.
I mean, sign me up.
Winston will definitely have some.
I was gonna say you could take a bowl and go put it outside. It'll become just warm soon enough.
I was just gonna stick my hands in it, but I don't want to burn my hands. Being so cold. Yeah, I'll just have some to eat.
All right. So after eating some porridge and Kai getting the dog sleds ready, at what speed would you like to travel?
What's our total distance? Did we get an estimated distance between us and the destination?
You're, I'd say about halfway there. And you know that at fast, you could travel 31 miles as needed within each 2 hour window. But then you'll definitely need to rest the dogs, otherwise they'll start to take exhaustion. At medium, you travel 27 miles within the same time frame. Uh, you stand a decent chance of your dogs being able to push through. And at slow, you only cover 20 miles, but you also know that you don't necessarily need to rest. And you are about, where is that? Let's say about 100 miles from where he marked.
Okay, so we're looking at multiple days then. We run at a medium pace, gets us there in 4 days, but maybe three-ish, 3.25 or something if we go at a fast pace. So the lose to gain there's pretty close. Maybe we should roll with the take the full 4 days and take the medium pace. That's I would suggest, but open to the group interpretation.
I would say with Slim's intelligence or wisdom score, uh, you have figured out that the condition seems to worsen about every 9 days. So you're not exactly in dire straits yet. You don't know about the people, the family, the couple with the two children back in Erelon, but as for you, you know that you still have a ways to go.
Wow, forgot about those children actually. Shit. Well, yeah, it's. I mean, a group call, but yeah, I'd say medium pace, and see if we can't get there in 3 or 4 days, providing that my comrade doesn't get substantially worse over the next couple of days. We might have to rush it along if his condition gets worse.
Yeah, maybe start at a medium pace and see how it goes, and if we need to, we can rush it. But yeah,
I could go quietly in the night. No one would know.
Then who would Balgrim shake at things to get things done?
My corpse. Just be the same.
Oh, I could turn you into a puppet. We could be a ventriloquist duo.
That'd be pretty sick, actually. I'd haunt you. I'd be like a haunted puppet.
Winston would make a great possessed puppet.
Just gonna stick my hand up the. Whoop.
I don't know if that's incentive for Sean to kill you or not kill you. Or sorry, Chris.
I don't know. Sean might try to kill me too.
Slim
I'm so
drags
used to Sean
Winston into the
trying to kill us.
shadows.
Oh, I very rarely need that much incentive to kill any of your characters. All right, so you load up, you start making your way at a medium pace, knowing it's going to take you a little bit to get there, but also realizing you don't want to push the dogs too hard. As you're traveling, it stays windy and cold. You got little flurries splashing back at you. You notice, though, especially you, Winston, off to the right after about 3 hours travel, you see strangely what appears to be a grove of trees, uh, just out in the middle of this frozen desert, essentially, as you feel a small pole beckoning towards you, as it's the first time you've seen nature or trees such as that since you left the main continent.
Winston will point it out and be, "Whoa, you guys see that? Trees, a grove."
Can I make a perception check on the trees and see if there's, is there signs of life? Maybe a village off in the distance or some game running around or something.
Yeah, Balgrim wants in on that, but he rolled a 9. So probably doesn't see shit.
Slim rolled a natural 3, which, even with some modifiers, is sub 10.
So you both take a look over that way, and yeah, there's trees, and it looks like you would the woods. Uh, who's got the higher? Oh, we'll stick with Slim. You do realize that for some reason the leaves are actually green.
In the meantime, Winston's gonna, if he's on the reins, might kind of veer the doggos that direction.
I believe you're on the same sled as Balgrim. So Balgrim, would you
Oh,
have
that's right.
let Winston take the reins?
I am the dog whisperer.
I don't see why we wouldn't.
All right, so Malcolm, you feel as the sled starts to veer slightly towards the trees.
Pretty peculiar tree, Malgrim. Should we check them out?
You seem pretty adamant, buddy. What's going on?
I don't know. There's just something like drawing about them. I mean, look, can you see? The leaves are green.
Right, yeah, but I mean, we're heading to a place called the Frostburg. So I don't think you're going to be in a very green place, do you?
I don't know. I mean, it's just very peculiar.
Uh, Maybe we could do a drive-by. And he kind of like tries to sort of take the reins back a little bit. Maybe start keeping us back on path. You're actually a little strange.
Thank you.
All right, give me, let's say, competing dexterity checks.
Oh, Christ.
Yes, so dexterous with my paladin.
Just like
I'll
18
say
now.
Winston at advantage since they're already in his hands.
please take the reins.
Oh, I rolled an 18, buddy. If you hadn't had advantage, oh, actually no, your first one was the higher one, so I was fucked either way.
So, Balgorn, you go to reach for the reins, but Winston already has the determination, and the dogs are responding to him, so he's able to kind of pull them just right so that your grasp misses as he more veers off. Kai and Slim, since Carl is riding in a more comfortable seat, I assume you two would be on the other sled. You watch as the other sled starts to veer off towards this grove.
Slim, what the fuck are they doing?
Well, let's hope nobody died and that somebody's not now dead and still driving and Balgrim just hasn't realized.
As we're peeling off there, I'd imagine Balgrim looked back and is just like, oh, guys, Winston's getting real fucking weird. And he tries, instead of taking the reins, he tries to physically remove Winston from, like, just pick Winston up so that he can take the reins out of his hands.
All right. Give me a strength check versus Winston's either athletics or acrobatics.
I feel like Slim and Kai would be riding right alongside this, watching every moment. You know, they were like racing through the snow parallel to them, just watching them wrestle over who gets to drive the sled.
Yep.
Oh, I can reroll ones. Fuck yeah. It's still not going to be good. I roll shit. See?
Oh wow, a 4 and a 5.
All right, so Belgrim, you reach over and instead of grabbing for the reins themselves, you grab Winston's hands and basically just take control of his body.
And he just starts trying to pull him off to the side to kind of like pull us back on course.
You're able to start redirecting it. And Winston, this is happening to you.
Oh, whoa. I just wanted to check it out.
You're pulling us off course, buddy. That's not the best idea. You're already looking pretty rough.
I mean, you look pretty rough.
That's fair.
And that's just looks. That's not even an illness.
Well, now you're just being hurtful.
Fine.
Oh. Well, at least give you the chance to ask the others. And he like brings the sled to a halt and lets Slim and Kai catch up. And then he just turns Winston while he's still holding him and says, make your case.
I mean, there was just a poll. I'm one with nature. Okay? Look at these trees. Kind of crazy that these things are out here. You see them, right? I take my hands on his head and I turn him towards the trees.
Yeah, I mean, they look like trees, buddy.
But I mean, trees out here, the leaves are green. There's some sort of phenomenon going on here. Maybe we can find a way to do something with it. I don't know.
He turns you back around. Says, whoa, Kai, Slim,
you guys want to do? Slim, you're the only other one that's affected by this illness, so I guess you probably have 2 votes to yourself there.
I mean, sizing up the pine that we may or may not be using for mine and Winston's funerals, might not be bad. It's gonna be you guys that have to cut it down and chop it into boards. So, might as well know where to go.
How long have we been traveling so far?
3 hours?
Yeah, a few hours, say 3, 4, 5.
I mean, we've been traveling for a little bit. We might as well take just a short break and check it out. I mean, as long as the 2 people who are on death's door are okay with it, then
They got to put it like that.
You guys didn't
I
hear
felt
it,
your
but
finger.
he made fun of the way
They're
I
like,
look. Something about that forest is changing him. He's mean. Dahlgren just kind of side eyes Winston.
He gets it.
Slim fully does not consider him the person on death's door, so he doesn't consider himself that. So he's looking at Winston and the rest of the party, trying to consider like who else is suffering.
Well, if we're making a pit stop, we better make it a quick one. Dahlgren
That's
carries
all.
Winston back to the sled and mounts it so that we can head toward the grove.
Here, I'll drive. And then I go, yeah! And then we just take off.
All right, one moment while I lay the kids down.
Out of curiosity, just because you yawed and like kicked the sled off, I rolled to see just if Balgrim would be all right or if he would fall off the back, and I rolled a nat 1. So you kick the sled off, and Balgrim just falls.
As I'm riding off, I'm like, hang on, Balgrim. No, it won't be long now.
Sorry, buddy, but I don't think these our sled is going to be able to hold you. You might just have to jog ahead of us.
I'll be sure to remember that the next time that you're looking real injured.
He
I'm just
kinda
saying,
just dusts himself
dude.
off.
Think of the
They're
dogs.
not pulling us far. I mean, come on.
He's in the grief stage.
God, he's got great hearing.
Yeah, and Kai, I'm pretty sure. And I kind of cover like the side of my mouth so Winston can't, or so that Balgrim can't see me. And I'm like, Kai, I'm pretty sure that he's dying.
Oh shit, he's dying too?
Yeah, I mean, it's gotta be him, right? You can have my spot, Balgrim. I'm actually pretty quick.
Yeah, Balgrim, buddy, climb up in here.
That's more like it.
And he settles in to the nice comfy seat, kicks back.
I take it you can drive.
Yeah, no, you sit back, relax. I'll drive us, nice steady pace. You know, jostle your bones or anything like that. And Slim's here, he's just gonna jog alongside us. He needs his daily cardio in anyway, right, Slim?
Yeah, something like that.
Kai is now fully convinced that Slim, Winston, and Balgrim are all dying.
You can kind of hear Winston off in the distance. Hang on, Balgrim. We're almost there.
Slim will use his superior monk speed to keep up with the cart, but if there's ever an opportunity where we get close enough to Winston for me to board him, I'm gonna do it.
I think Winston fucking took off.
Should we ever find Winston again? I mean,
That's it. That's the story. You don't.
So I guess we probably have to tail Winston into the forest.
I'm wondering if this is like one of those like I don't know, just like illusions that I don't know. Of course, it's an illusion. It has to be right, but just like I don't know, like you when you're in the desert, just
Yeah.
reversed.
Balgrim will shake the ice from your bones if you have led us into an illusion.
I'm still yelling. Hang on, Balgrim.
Almost there.
Put your hands on my waist. Just hold on.
I think Valgrim might hear you in the distance, but he's just kicked back. He's taking this reprieve. They don't happen often. He might snuggle up a little bit. Wake me up when we get there. Just kind of nestles in.
I got you, buddy. You take a little nap. You're fine. Everything's gonna be okay. We'll take care of you.
All right. Sorry about that. Usually I'm able to do it while Sean's doing all the talking.
Oh, good.
I could have went on a diatribe about something.
We kept ourselves busy.
So, do you want to make it canon that Balgrim fell off the sled or no?
Oh, 100%. Yeah. I rolled a nat one. Like, I confirmed.
All right. So, Winston, being given permission to head towards the grove, gets excited, jumps on, and just yells out, "Hold on!" Right as he snaps the reins a little too hard. As Balgrim goes to grasp onto the side, it just takes off under him as he goes flying back. Yeah, and I would say based upon Winston's distraction, that automatically drops your passive perception by 5, so it brings it down to an 8. You don't notice shit.
Still just yelling. Hang on.
And then, did you end up catching a ride with Slim and
Slim has agreed to run
Kai?
alongside the dogs, and I made a offhand comment to Kai, so he's gonna drive while I cozy up in the sled.
Yeah, I've got
Yeah,
pretty
Slim
decent
doesn't
speed
really-
as a monk, so I'm just gonna travel alongside and let Kai run the show.
So
Slim
you
doesn't
agree,
believe that he's in any life or death danger. So him and I talked, and he thought that Bargrim was the one that's dying. So now Kai is convinced that everyone but him is dying. And so he's nice to Bargrim.
so Slim, in your gentle heart, you decide, I will let this poor green fellow ride, for I'm faster than all of them. And you watch as Kai and Bagram begin to take off, and you start running. And well, usually your speed is 40 feet. Due to the frozen sickness that you have contracted, as well as its progression prior to this morning, you're now running at a speed that you realize most others run at. And you watch as the sled just keeps pulling further and further away as you are running 10 feet slower than you normally do.
Oh snap! I wasn't counting on that. I think Slim will just try to maintain and follow the tracks through the snow, I guess. As he obviously thinks he's in need of some cardio. He starts going knees to chest.
All right, it's not that far off, given that I was able to tell you see green leaves. But Winston gets there first, and as you stop the sled, you turn to say something about Grum about being there, and you realize you no longer have your partner with you. After about 10 seconds, Kai and Balgrim catch up. And about 2 minutes after that, Slim finally comes in, just huffing and puffing, as you all gather on the outgrowth of the grove. Upon reaching the grove, you come across what looks to be white birch trees. So the bark of it kind of matches the surrounding landscape. However, luscious green leaves fall or are hanging off the branches, giving it a very luscious landscape look. And as you approach it, you feel a slightly warm, but not or less cold air blowing through the trees.
Wow, this place is ridiculous. I'm gonna. Can I just like take like maybe like one of the leaves and just kind of examine it, just kind of see
Yeah.
what's going on here?
Give me a nature check with advantage.
Nature with advantage. Do-do-do-do-do. Okay. $18?
So you pull the leaf off, and as you're examining it, you see that it looks a very healthy leaf. It's completely natural. It just you don't know how it's growing there, but it is. But nothing about it hits you with anything of concern.
Very peculiar. Check this out, guys. And I'm gonna pass the leaf back and maybe kind of like look for like towards like maybe you. So you said that there was like a warm, was it like a breeze or like a draw something?
As you approach the tree line, especially to grab a leaf, the air itself just feels warmer than the air you just came from.
Guys, it actually feels a little bit warmer here. You guys are you guys getting the same thing? And we're I mean Winston was obviously a little chilly because of the frigid woe there. He's gonna kind of explore it a little bit more, maybe walk further in.
Yeah,
I
Slim would like to get in on that as well. Maybe give Winston the help action as he kind of also seeks to do something similar.
rest of the party follow.
Yeah. Kai heard Bulgrim say that Winston was acting a little weird about all this forest area, so he's going to be uh, right next to Winston.
Yeah, I feel like when we get off the sled, Balgrim looks at you with like that knowing sort of gaze, nods at you, and does like the watching sign toward Winston, and then follows.
All right. So with Winston leading the way, you start making your way through the trees, and while there's still snow on the ground, you could feel a warmish air. Uh, Sort of that what a 25-degree day feels like after it's been negative 30 for the past 4. Uh, I think everybody but Alec would understand that reference.
Yeah,
For sure.
it's been a while.
So you're feeling warmer, and it feels good on your cold bones. You hear light splashing directly ahead, and after walking through for a bit, you come to a clearing. In the middle is a decent sized, kind of a mix between a pond or a lake. It's got clear blue waters, a nice, you can hear frogs and insects buzzing around. And sitting close to it, you see a wood elf woman with surprisingly long brown hair, wearing a fur skin outfit, just kind of taking a stick and drawing upon the water surface, resting next to her a polar bear.
I guess Winston would approach cautiously and be like, Hello there. Hi."
As you call out hi, you see her stop and kind of look over at you. A slight smile comes to her face as she says, "Why, hello, wanderer. I see you've made it to a home of sorts."
Yeah. Is this your home? What is this place? This is just like a paradise in a world of frozen tundra.
My home, your home, all the creatures' home. You see, this does not belong to any person or thing. No, this is a bastion of nature. I could feel from you an essence. Perhaps you are a druid of nature.
Yeah, you're correct. I am quite familiar with nature, and I'm gonna be like, hello, and just kind of say hello to the polar bear.
The polar bear kind of lifts its head and looks up over at her, gives one of those, and then kind of lowers his head back down, as she doesn't seem concerned. She says, "Yes, we druids have a connection to the land that most others do not. And within the world, there exists little portals such as these, where the spirits of nature are able to touch us and more closely interact. I have been sent as a guardian for this grove to help protect the creatures around here. They already are so sparse in numbers and fighting to survive that hunters come through and can nearly wipe them out without realizing that they are doing so. It is then upon me to go out and prevent them from doing this, as well as keep this as a bastion home for all life.
Um,
You you don't look
Sorry.
so good, my friend.
No, I've been better. It's God, I'm freezing. Uh, I think I've contracted some illness of some sort. Have you heard of it? It's called the frigid woe.
I have not. But you are in the realm of ice and cold. While people tend to shun these, they are still necessary for the world. I cannot help you. as I'm sure you've already tried the general curing of wounds or restoration in order to do what you can. But if you are pure of heart, if you are a walker of the worlds, then perhaps the spirits of this land may be able to help you. The truth is, us druids, we tend to shun some modern conveniences such as metal and iron, for we remain close to the land which birthed us. However, we are not foolish. We wear clothes, we still hunt, we use weapons, as she points to a bow and arrow laying by her feet. For the modern world is here, and that is too is a part of nature. If you feel as though you are a pure heart and a walker of worlds, enter the pond, swim down below, take the trial of this spirit, and perhaps they can help.
I mean, I do feel this one. I've been with nature my entire life. It's the reason why we're here, and it's a balance, a give and take. And I guess Winston will not even like talking with the others will kind of start making his way to the water.
I think Valgrim would immediately pick you up by your collar and just be like, "Whoa, whoa, 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 buddy! You wanna
Slim
think about that for a quick second?"
Slim runs up to Winston now that he's picked up and ties a rope around his waist. Just in case, bud. Give you one tug, you come back right back up.
No, thank you, Balcom, thank you, Slim, thank you. But trust me, I feel like this might be all right. And I guess Winston will kind of turn and look towards this druid and be like, my name is Winston. What is your name?
I don't really have a name. Us arch druids, keepers of these liminal spaces, have the unfortunate duty of shirking our past selves. Once I was given this task and willingly accepted it, traveling here and entering upon the grove, I became a keeper. That way, there is no reason to leave and need to travel back upon the world, leaving it unguarded. There is no desire or want for self that would cause one to betray the trust given upon them and turn this place over to, say, loggers or such, or to turn their backs upon the animals to poachers for a hefty bribe. So, dear Winston, you may call me the Keeper.
Well, it's a pleasure to meet you, Keeper. And I may not have known you before or know much about you, but you seem like you are selfless, and your purpose is to serve the woods and the world, much as mine is. So thank you. Um, uh, uh, are there many hunters that come through here to try to disturb the land?
Not as much as there used to be. Adventurers from outside these areas tend to believe that this could be a welcome resting place for their incivilities. I do not mind if a traveler comes and wishes to spend a night or take an hour, a few hours as needed, as man is as much a part of nature as all the creatures. However, when they begin chopping down live trees or trying to hunt the animals within this sanctuary, then I must step in, and when they do not yield, well, nature is not always kind. The wild folk of the region, though, they know, they understand, and they respect the sanctuary for what it is. They understand an animal killed outside of its confines is fair use and fair game. However, should that creature enter this grove, they are not to hunt it. And though it took a while, for the past century or so, they have not attempted to hunt within this sanctuary.
Well, it's an incredible work that you've done here, and I thank you for that. May I? And I'll kind of gesture to the water.
She gives you a little nod and says, by all means.
Yeah, and I guess Winston will make his way in. Can I like as I'm doing it, like Winston is pretty genuine and pretty like uh assuming that people are good, but maybe just do like an insight check.
Give me an insight check. See, what is her deception? I kid.
Dude. Doesn't matter. Literally a
Well,
1, 2, and 3 roll.
you, well, she actually got a 6 on her persuasion. So you get a genuine feel from her that she really doesn't have a reason to lie. And so far, I mean, has been genuine with you and has made no violent actions, has not tried to persuade you one way or another to do anything, just given you options and allowed you to make your own choice. So you
Yeah.
feel you could trust her.
Yeah, Winston will make his way in. He might look to Balgrum and Slim and Kai and just kind of maybe look at the rope that's attached to him and just kind of nod. But I mean, he's got full faith that this is good.
All right, so you enter into this pond and swim out towards the middle. For you, it gets deep really quick. The water, though, is warm. You know, again, defying whatever you see, it's a good lukewarm bath water temperature. Yet there's no sulfur smell, so it's not a hot spring like you would expect. As you reach towards the middle, you remember her saying that you need to swim down, and you proceed to swim down towards the bottom of the pond. And it seems to be a lot deeper than you would have expected. Uh, and then you see towards the bottom a white light. And as you get closer, it expands. And then you feel the rope against your waist as it grows taut and seems to prevent your progress.
Um, I guess Winston. Can I? I guess maybe I'll just wild shape into like a fish of some sort, just kind of get out of it.
All right, yeah, you wild shape into, we'll go with this salmon. And feel the rope slip off as you swim down, down, finally breaking through this white void. Back on the surface, Slim, you feel as the rope you're holding suddenly goes slack.
I think I would turn to Balgrim and, with the grave face, like, oh shit, we gotta go get Winston. And I will take like a running jump and dive into the lake.
All right. Winston, as you cross through into this white light, suddenly you're no longer a fish. You didn't come out of this shape, but you are back into your normal halfling form. Surrounding you is nothing but black, except for where you currently lay upon a white, snow laden field, about 20 feet in diameter. As you look up in the middle of this area, you see a wolf and a human, a man, seems to be a hunter, wearing fur and holding a crude spear, circling each other. And you could tell that they're looking to kill each other in this moment. And you hear a voice. Nature wishes to consume. If left untreated, it will overrun. It can destroy. Does not homes left and untended for not become laden by trees and grass? Will not a person walking in the wilds not be as much prey to the beasts of the forest as would a deer? And man does not adapt to nature. He forces nature to adapt to himself. He does not allow the tree to wildly grow and build a home within it. Instead, he cuts down the trees to make a clearing and then uses the skeletons of those same trees in which to build his home. It seems as though one is always trying to destroy the other. What will you do about this situation, dear Winston?
I mean, Winston would. I mean, this human. Winston obviously loves people and whatnot, but if there's someone invading his territory or like the wildlife's territory, he's of course going to side with the wolf. Um, and maybe lash out, maybe use like a vine whip or something against the human to grab his spear.
So go for the spear.
Yeah.
All right, give me an attack roll.
$17.
So you reach out with your thorn whip and you're able to perfectly wrap around the spear that this human's holding and rip it out of his hands. And you see as the wolf watches this happens and prepares to lunge at a now unarmed human.
And I'll call out to the wolf to be like, wait. Try to like use my like I guess ability, nature talking ability to speak with him or have a conversation.
All right, give me a persuasion roll.
Oh, that is not good for me. 16?
When it matters, it matters. So as you yell out, wait, you watch as the wolf uh, actually does hesitate for a moment, looking at you to see how you follow that up.
I'm just going to kind of look at the wolf and be like, listen, this creature is a human and only does what he knows and has to hunt. That is not his fault. It is how he's brought up. Just as we are, but we know better. Unless he continues to keep hunting us, then let him go. Let him learn his lesson. That he is vulnerable in this moment and that he will respect you. Exercise your power against him, but do not harm him.
After saying all this, the land around you gets swallowed by darkness. And you are now within just a small sort of spotlight area. Uh, Snow begins to kind of fall around you, but it's not cold. It's actually still in nice condition. You feel comfortable as the snow falls. And you hear a voice that says, yes, though nature and man attempt to kill each other, that does not mean that death is a requirement. Druids, those in tune with nature, are that balance of progress as well as instinct. Nature must be allowed to thrive, for it is from nature that things can live. There is no food, there is no water, there is no warmth. However, nature is not the end destination. Progress must be allowed. Creatures evolve, and though it may look different, man evolves as well. Perhaps not in a physical sense, but certainly in a lifestyle sense. You have proven yourself to be of pure of heart. You prevented the man from destroying nature, while at the same time preventing nature from consuming man. I sense within you a sickness, one that has made you cold. Though I may not be able to cure this sickness, as it is of a design and invention that is not natural, I can at least remove some of the burden. And you watch as the blue tint on your skin, as well as the blue veins, recede uh, to their normal pinkish color. And you feel your muscles and joints warm back up, become more fluid, no longer as stiff as they were. Uh, for intensive purposes, the effects of frigid woe has gone away. You're back up to full speed and you're back out to square one. However, after 9 days, you can begin to progress again. As well as being in this frozen landscape, you look as though you may need a little extra assistance. Uh, Gently lowering from the sky amongst the snowflakes lands a water skin. This elixir can help you within the environment. It takes some of the cold out of your bones. It's a potion of cold resistance with 5 uses.
Oh, that's
You
amazing.
have also just in your words to the wolf shown that sometimes a little strength and a little aggression are necessary. After all, the wolves have their teeth and claws for offense as well as defense. And so should you. And you can feel in your fingertips a slight chill pressure, not one of pain, but one of a strange essence. And you just learned the chill touch cantrip. Only instead of it being a ghostly skeletal hand, it's an ice hand, dealing 1d8 cold damage.
Damn.
And it will progress. And it will progress the same as the regular chill touch spell.
Oh, that is so fucking dope.
Now, child of the earth, or child of the planet, go back out. Be that barrier, that ambassador for both man as well as nature. Protect the innocents. Plant the tree, but do not mourn when it is used for fuel, for food. And suddenly, you are engulfed in darkness, and you feel yourself hurling up. And just as Slim reaches the middle of the lake to go diving for you, all of a sudden, Slim, you see Winston just burst through the water about a half foot above before splashing back down, just covering you in water.
Don't worry, guys. I got him. I fetch Winston out of the water and drag him back to the shore.
Well, thanks, Slim.
So as you swim back to the shore, you look over and you see this the archdruidess. As she smiles at you, says, "I see you have been blessed with the touch of the spirit. That is wonderful. Now you and your party may rest here for a night if you wish, or continue on your travels. If you do stay, as you can feel, it's warm. Therefore, I would request no fires. And as this is a sanctuary, I would request that you do not consume meat while within this grove."
That is so generous of you. team, how would you feel about staying a night, getting some rest? And I'll turn back to the druid, and be like, of course, our hounds can stay with us.
Oh, but of course, all creatures are welcome in this land.
It seems like we could use some rest, and I honestly, I feel pretty refreshed. I feel a lot better, and I'm kind of like looking at my arms and the blue kind of fading away. What do you guys say? Maybe take a quick break. No eating of meat, of course, but it seems like it'd be a good spot for us.
I mean, if we're gonna rest, it's a hell of a lot warmer here.
What time of day is it at this point?
I'd say it's probably 1 to 2 p.m. So you could take off, but as you are further north, the days are shorter. So you also know that you'd be able to make a little bit of extra distance, probably another 4 hours before you would have to set up camp for the night.
Well, Slim kind of shrugs. We could. It's still midday. We've got almost half the day's worth of travel ahead of us. Do we particularly need to do rest?
Yeah, I mean, still have a ways to go and a lot of daylight left. So, if we don't have to rest, maybe we can hit this. This is gonna be a good stopping point on the way back if you really want to spend some time here. But yeah, we got. I mean, it's not just you guys that are affected. We have other people back at the village that I think are waiting on this cure.
Slim whispers to Winston. He's talking about Balgrim.
Oh yeah, does look a little blue. Yeah, Winston will kind of he'll agree. I mean, it's like, yeah, no, you're right. Um, it is early in the day, and honestly, I feel a lot better. Um, and this, we could rest here, take some time, but this illness doesn't rest, so we better take this momentum and move forward.
Yeah, and we can
And
always stop by on the way back and see your friend here, Keeper.
you watch your mouth, keeper. Um, and well, yeah, Winston will be like, turn to the keeper and just kind of do like a slight bow and just say, thank you for this opportunity and refuge. And um, while we can rest here, this illness doesn't rest, and we must press forward. But I would love to stop by again sometime.
All are welcome here whenever they may so please, as long as their intentions are pure. Safe travels, and may you find that which you seek. And she goes back to kind of playing with the surface of the pond again.
As we get out of earshot of her, I'm gonna kind of give Winston the business. Just kind of be like, dude, she likes you, bro. I can tell. I mean, if you were waiting for a time to shoot your shot, that was it. You kind of fucked it. Way to go, dude. Way to go.
He decidedly did quite the opposite of fucking it. And Balgrim holds a hand up for a high five from Slim.
Slim totally delivers a high five fist bump action.
Oh, you guys are so weird. I'll go for the high five, but I'll be like, do the chill touch.
Can you jump that high?
Sure as hell can try. I'll grab me.
I'm a full orc. I think I'm like 7 feet tall.
We have frostbitten toes by the end of the next day for sure.
Yeah, I touch your ankles and toes.
Winston just became the worst guy in the party to join the nutsack tapping that we've done throughout this campaign. He's just
should've
gonna
given me
chill
that
touch
idea.
everybody.
The whole party's sterile after one adventure.
So do you hit him with the chill touch?
No, I won't. I won't do that to him.
Yet.
Oh, you're no fun. All right. So you make your way back out the grove, and you feel that it's a much more biting cold as you leave this warmer area. But you reset the dogs, hop back on, and proceed back on your trek. I now need one of you to roll me a d20, please.
Okay.
Do we want low or high? You know, is it? Can you give me why? What kind of D20 is this?
Why?
You
No,
said that all
no.
ominously, and I'm like, wait a minute, what?
Oh,
Just
yeah,
so
I can
Chris
tell you.
maintains innocence when he kills us with whatever we roll on the random encounter table.
Did you just
Yeah.
gaslight me into thinking this is my fault?
Yeah, you see the roll to sip, and then so yeah, that's what the roll was for. Yeah, it's just a random encounter. So you take off and you spend the rest of the day uneventful. The weather's nice. The it's not too cold. It's colder than where you just were, but not enough to prevent you from moving on. And you're able to travel another 4 hours with no encounters. The sun is beginning to set, and you know you need to either rest your dogs or try to push on, uh, going risking them getting exhausted.
So do we set up camp or do we press on and rest when they're exhausted?
Well, Winston's our de facto animal whisperer. Perhaps he should be the one to make the call.
Yeah, I never thought about that. Probably a good
Yeah.
call.
What do you think these dogs got left in them?
Winston will make his way over to the pups and just kind of say, how you feeling? How you feeling, everyone? Need some rest? You want to go
Give
forward?
Winston, give me a animal handling check.
Dirty 20?
So as you check out these dogs, you could tell that they are, in terms of a Constitution saving roll, they would have a flat roll because you didn't push them so hard where it would be at disadvantage, but it wasn't so slow that you would have advantage.
Okay, so it's kind of a toss up. And so we traveled. Is it probably what, around like 5 or 6, and it gets dark early?
Yeah, you're about, let's go with 6 p.m. So the sun's setting, it's getting dark.
And at a medium pace, did you say it was like roughly? Was it 30 miles or was that the
27, I think.
27 miles.
27?
Uh,
Okay.
31 at fast, 20 for slow.
Okay. So we're like almost a third, a little less than a third of the way there. Hmm.
You've actually traveled a couple days. So you were at about a halfway point.
Oh, we were at halfway. Yeah. So, gotcha. Yeah. No, that makes sense.
So you're about another third past that halfway point.
Okay. So do we get the? Can like kind of like? Do we have a map? Do we get a map? I can't remember. Or are we just kind of
Yes.
okay? Judging our distance and how far we traveled, can Kai kind of like take out the map and try and judge like if we stopped here and traveled medium pace tomorrow, would we get to where we're going by the end of the day, or is it going to be like a little further after that?
Pacing it off, it's going to be about another 2.5 days of medium travel.
2.5 days a week. I mean, what do you guys think? It's going to be another 2.5 days medium pace. Should we try and push a little more and risk it, or should we just take it here, take a rest, and move on in the morning?
Well, I think my vote is to push it. When the dogs need rest and they need a day, then we'll take a day. But I say we push it while we can.
Seems pretty reasonable to me.
All right, yeah. So yeah, I guess we push it a little longer. Maybe just go until sundown.
Slim will light a couple of like torches, or so I think I got a couple of glass lanterns in my inventory. I could light it up and kind of post them up on the sleds accordingly, so we can kind of see as we prepare to travel a couple hours, maybe in the dark.
All right, I need somebody to give me a Constitution saving throw for the dogs, and I believe I was using the Mastiff.
I vote Winston. You're good at the animal relations.
Oh, Winston, go.
All right.
So I would say give them a +2.
I'm going to kill these dogs.
Come on, that 20. Let's see it. Go.
Here comes Nat 20. God damn it.
Ah, dirty 20. That's fucking close.
Yeah, that's really good.
All right, so yeah, the dogs are fine, and they're able to give that little bit of extra. At what pace are you traveling?
I'd say, I imagine it's the same, keep it at medium.
Yeah, I think
What else?
we're already testing the waters here. We don't want to push it too hard and do a fast pace when we're already pushing them.
All right, I need somebody to roll me 2d20s.
Slimmer Ballgrim, you guys haven't rolled
I
haven't rolled
go.
yet.
Do we need them to be low? Because I vote Dakota. Okay, what's a 1 and a 2? Let's see it. No.
Why don't you guys each roll one?
Okay, that's fair, I guess. Rolling it in
That's
chat.
good. That's good.
Oh damn! I talked all that shit and then rolled a 2.
Oh, Bulgrim, your turn.
Better be a good roller. I'll freeze your balls off.
Hey, you're asking me for a good roll. I mean, you guys are really aiming for like kiss of death here.
Slim roller 2, so maybe it'll look at that. It
That's
turned
decent.
around for you.
What he
You
didn't
live and
tell
let
you
it.
is you don't want to roll high.
Oh yeah, maybe the 16 was bad.
All right, so as you push forward, it's starting to get dark and a little bit treacherous. As you move forward, you notice off in the distance, directly in front of you, a familiar looking shape as you see a young Ramores skittering across the snow in front of you, pretty much directly in your path.
Remind me again, what was that? Remores?
The young Ramores was the creature that, when you shot a deer and you went out to capture it on the lake,
Yeah.
burst through the ice, and you all scampered.
Oh, fuck that.
Oh man, I mean, does it? Can see? Can I look to see if it maybe does it appear to have noticed us yet? Because you said it's kind
Uh,
of, but has it
give
noticed?
give me an insight check at disadvantage.
Okay. Can I simultaneously like pull on the reins, like slow the dogs down while I'm doing this?
Yes.
All right, and then like Kyle would like wave over to like Balgrim and just like you kind of like wave down to try and like have him slow down too. All right, insight check. Oh my god, what the fuck? That looks terrifying. Inside check at disadvantage. Well, that's gonna be a fail. The first roll was a 2. Second roll was a 15. So that's, I believe, a 5 total for
You have
insight.
no idea. It's an insectoid.
Oh,
You don't know
God.
what the fuck it does.
All right. Uh, So yeah, he's just kind of like pull the reins, pull the dogs to a stop, and I'm hoping that Balgrim or whoever is Balgrim or Winston leading the other, whoever is leading the other one stops too.
Hold
Yeah, I
on,
mean,
Balgrim.
yeah, I'm sure that we would slow down in that.
Uh, fuck, guys, what do we do? But are we like out? Like, is this like? I know it's like tundra, but is it like completely open? Like, basically just like barren, flat ice snowfields?
Pretty much. There's a few small hills. They're the kind that you'd have to lay completely flat down behind to really hide yourself. Uh, Nothing that'd really be able to hide your sleds and dogs, though.
Guys, I think we're a little fucked here. I think we either gotta fight it or try and outrun it.
I mean, do
I
we have a
don't
chance at
believe.
outrunning it?
Is there any way we'd know, like through just talking with people, um, how fast a Remoraz is, or like if it's able to be outrun, or if it's like it's basically like hide or die?
You do recall that when you had encountered one before, once everybody got on the sleds, you were able to outpace the creature.
So yeah, Balgrim will just call back and be like, "Well, we've done it once, we'll do it again," and like he shakes Winston, who in turn, I assume, would whip the reins and pick up speed.
Yeah.
All right, Slim, take the reins, and he's gonna kind of like move around to be like shift Slim to the front of the sled to take the reins, and Kai's gonna pull out his longbow and knock an arrow.
All right, so do you go directly towards it or try to go around it?
I think, would you guys agree, wide berth, like kind of a big arc to sort of give us some distance as we try to pass it, keep continuing down the same route we were going?
Yeah,
That's probably smart.
let's. Me and Kai will go left. You and Winston go right, and we'll just kind of leave this guy in the middle, hopefully.
Yeah, Winston will maybe start veering off to the right.
Yeah, and Slim would take the left, kind of given, I'd like to put, 30, 40 feet in between me and this dude if I can. Kind of gauging movement speed for most creatures, it's somewhere between like 30 and 40 feet. So I want him to take more than a full turn to be able to get to me. So I'm shooting for probably 50 feet, I guess.
All right, so you spread out wide to the sides, trying to get around this creature. When it senses, it can feel the vibration and knows that you're out there. Get its attention, and it starts looking back and forth. I believe I said 50 feet, approximately. I just kind of threw a number out there. And we're going to leave it up to Avery to decide. I'm going to roll a d3. On a 1, it charges after Balgrom and Winston. On a 2, it charges after Slim and Kai. On a 3, it goes back and forth to a point it basically freezes and doesn't go anywhere.
God.
So, as you're coming around about 30, 40 feet, this thing sees the two equal size creatures versus basically an appetizer and a decent meal. It sees, I can have a little bit more over here. So it turns and it charges after Slim and Kai. Roll for initiative.
Fuck.
Ooh, that's a
Oh,
whopping.
that's a natural fucking 20
Nice.
for 23. At least maybe I'll go first before I die.
Oh, dirty 20 for
Damn.
me, though.
But dying is half the fun. Your map. Ugh. Forget how big these things are. I have a chance to use my new toys, or the last toys I got. I'm taking advantage.
Um, quick rules lawyer question for the group. So, as a fighter, can I use more than one of my maneuvers per turn? Because a lot of them are contingent on taking an attack. So, like, if I make an attack, use a maneuver, use an action surge, make another attack, can I use a second maneuver, or is the maneuvers only one per turn? Oh no, those are bonus actions, I think. No, it's under other. I don't know.
Classes, fighter. You're a battle master, right?
Yeah. Is it only one like superiority die per turn kind of thing? I can't remember if it says
Uh,
if that's a thing. That it
you can only use one maneuver per attack.
for
So
attack.
if you Yes, so you can do a second maneuver if you use your action surge because that's a second
Okay.
or
Because it's technically a second
uh,
attack because action surge, you take one additional action on your turn. So I can use that additional action to make another attack and therefore possibly use another Battlemaster maneuver?
Sounds right. Yeah.
Yeah, that's how I roll.
Yeah, I don't think the maneuvers require any sort of action because you're expending points,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, so you should be fine to do that because it's per attack, not per action or bonus action or reaction.
Yeah, there is one maneuver that is a bonus action. It's Commander Strike. When you take an attack action on your turn, you can forego one of your attacks and use a bonus action to direct an ally that you see here to strike using their reaction. So like that one is a bonus action, but all my other maneuvers are under other, not reaction or bonus action.
I think that's probably a bonus action because you're kind of you have to involve another player. You know, you're getting someone
Yeah.
else involved versus something that you're just doing yourself. So I think that's probably why.
Yeah, because there is one under another one under other is when you hit with a weapon attack, you can expend a superiority die to add the total damage roll to the damage roll and allow a creature that you can see that can see or hear you to use its reaction move up to half its speed without provoking opportunity attacks. But that's put underneath it's not underneath bonus action like the other one is.
That's different. I don't know. I don't know that I've ever played a higher level fighter. You know.
so a quick consensus that yes, battle maneuvers can stack because it's per attack unless otherwise specified. Which maneuver were you looking at?
I was looking at uh, possibly combining bait and switch and maneuvering attack, which both just say so. Bait and switch. Whenever you're within 5 feet of a creature on your turn, I can expend oh, I can't even do that because I have to move to do that, so that's null and void. Because I was gonna switch spots with Slim after my turn, but I have to move 5 feet of movement to do that, which we're on a sled, so I'm not moving 5 feet to switch with him. So never mind. But it is good to know for the future. Unless it's otherwise stated, I can stack them.
Yeah, like if it says, use your bonus action, especially on an action search, well, you just use your bonus action,
Yeah.
so you can't really do that.
Okay.
Or if it's one that uses your reaction or something.
Yeah, I can't use like two reaction ones to on the same turn because you only get one reaction. Okay, that makes sense. All right, sweet. Sorry for the little divergence. Appreciate it though.
Oh, it's all necessary. Alright. So we got Slim with the dirty 20, Kai with 23. What does Winston have? Or Belgrim?
16. I had it queued up. I was just waiting to see if you were only making them roll initiative because it didn't go after us. I was like, oh, cool, free ride.
I was in the same boat. Like, should we press
Wait,
on?
I mean, that's up to you. You can save for your turn. Oh, no, we just keep going. I just figured to give you a chance to get into the action.
No, I feel like if it starts chasing them, Balgrim would at the very least chuck a javelin or something.
Sixteens.
You have the higher modifier, so you'd go.
So one thing I've heard of doing, and I'm going to allow it because I like it better, you guys can actually choose who goes first. Or if you want, you could do a combination move, and we can maybe see if it's worthy of a bonus.
You have a
Oh,
wombo combo in mind.
like you throw me and I do something?
Well, I don't think we should throw you because we want to still outrun this thing. We just need to distract it enough to peel it off of them so we can all get away.
Just throw me. That's a distraction.
Do you still have
Um,
that rope tied? Like, if you still have that rope tied around your waist, I could use you as a fucking lure.
how awful would that be? It's like it misses and I just get towed behind.
Ah, shit. I'm trying to see if I have anything that would work here. This is such a weird situation, being on the sleds.
All right, so you come in trying to get away, but the Ramirez notices, comes after Slim and Kai, and based upon the angle, actually is able to get right up on you. But it also took a dash action to do so. So that was it for its uh, initializing round, and we start at the top. There's a picture, and that will be Kai. You suddenly have a Ramirez right in front of your face with his little uh, pinchers and sharp teeth, looking
Oh
for
boy.
food.
Okay. So he's like within melee range as we're all
Yes.
kind of moving along. Oh boy. Okay. All right. So yeah, I'm gonna put away my longbow, take out my two swords, sword of wounding and dwarven short sword, and I'm going to take my two attacks against this thing as it sidles up along next to us.
All right, give me some attack rolls.
Ooh, so I'm doing the sword of wounding first. It's only a 14 to hit. Really? 14? Oh yeah, 14.
So you take your sword and you swing down, and what you think is going to be a glancing blow cuts into this creature, drawing blood. 14 is the magic number.
Hell yeah. Alright. So it's a D8 plus 2, and it is wounded. So that is 7 points of slashing damage. And hit points lost to this weapon's damage can't be regained, can only be regained through a short or long rest rather than other means. Once per turn, when he creature with attack using this magic weapon, you can win the target. At the start of each of the creature's turns, it takes 1d4 necrotic damage for each time you wounded it, and it can make a DC 15 con save at the end of its turn, I believe. Yeah. Yeah, at the end of its turn, ending the effect. And then I'll make my second attack.
After your first slash and you feel it slice through, the blood comes out and you feel it hit your arm. And you feel a searing pain as it deals 6 points of fire damage.
What the shit? Oh, God. Okay, well, he's gonna kind of grit his teeth and go again. He's trying to hit him again with a dwarven short sword. That's a 16 or 15, sorry. So it's leave.
Yep, that's a hit.
All right, so it's a D6 plus 3, another 5. So 8 points of damage there. And on that one, I am going to burn a superiority die to do uh, maneuvering attack. So when you hit with a weapon attack, you can expend one superiority die to add the total to the damage roll and to allow a creature that you can see or hear to use its reaction to move up to half its speed without provoking an opportunity attack from the target of your attacks. So I'm going to take that slash at the this fucking crazy looking bug guy, and then just look at the dogs, I guess. Just be like, fucking go! And then just kind of grab the reins and snap them a little bit. Try and get them to move some more. That's a 6 on the superiority die, so that's another 6 points of damage. Oof, and I take another
So
5.
I want you, before you commit to this, understand the logistics of what you're doing. You're going to, you can only target one creature. So you're going to tell one of the dogs to move a lot faster than the other dog, which is going to throw your sled off balance. I mean, I'll let you do it and you can roll for it, but it's going to be a high DC that you don't crash.
Uh, yeah, no, that's fair. There's more than one creature pulling the sled.
Each sled has two dogs.
Yeah.
Risk it.
Uh, shit. No, I really don't want to crash. That would be very bad.
That's supposed to
Yeah,
count for it.
no.
I was going to say fun.
Yeah, fuck it. Yeah, I'll risk it.
Yeah.
See if we can move a little faster. Hopefully, the second dog gets it.
All right. I am going. I'm going to be nice. I will say, let's make it a sleight of hand check that you are able to maneuver the range in such a way that they get a boost of speed while you regain control. Uh, and I'm going to have to go DC 20.
Oh boy.
Let's roll it above board, Box of Doom style.
Uh,
You're
I
so
need a
screwed. Why
7.
would you do that? Terrible idea. Oh,
Oh shit. Oh my god.
I think Avery does it because she hates me.
Probably fair.
Holy shit.
So yeah, you give it a little nip, and you get lucky that the dog on the left just happens to crest over a small little hill that slows it down a hair, but it's enough to allow the other dog to maintain a speed with it, and you're able to deal with little bit of sliding back and forth, but keep it on track. As you move up 25 feet and out of melee range from this creature and pulling Slim along with you.
Oh, okay. It's Kai just turns his lunge like, I can't believe that fucking worked. And then that's my turn.
And I'll say, if you guys plan on just running, the dogs are faster than the Remora, so you'd outrun it. So unless you feel like fighting, we could just call it there.
Nah, I think if I burn a couple key points, I could actually just drop the darkness spell on that creature. So I would do that to kind of ensure our getaway. Utter a few arcane words, and the shadows just kind of coalesce around this wherever this creature happened to be, and give us a moment of it not being able to detect us, maybe, and then help us get away.
So yeah, with two quick hits from Kai and a little quick thinking on his part and handling of the dogs, uh, you're able to skate around this remora as it start putting distance between you. Winston and Balgrim, you see in the distance as it looks like they're certainly about to get attacked and right up on them, but are able to pull out and get an escape. And then suddenly a black, shadowy sphere just engulfs the Remoras. Uh, and all you see is this black void there, but the rest of your party speeding off.
He looks down at Winston, still holding him up as Winston's taking the reins, and just says, "Well, guess we don't have to get involved in that one." And he just whips Winston one more time so that Winston whips the reins one more time.
I just yell, yeah.
All right, so you travel, and now it is dark. You can see the stars up in the sky. but it's been another 4 hours, and you know it's a time of either A, rest the dogs who have been getting pushed, or B, try to ride on through the night.
I mean, thoughts? I don't. I think they passed their last check, so technically they're not exhausted yet.
How much distance have we put between us and the scary buggy beastie?
Oh, Miles.
Hi, you guys think maybe we can? Should we find a good spot to hunker down for the night, and maybe you can relax a little bit, or should we just keep on pushing forward? Like,
At this
Hmm.
point, you guys have been out for 16 hours. So you yourselves are also feeling a little tired.
Can we maybe
Yeah.
scout the area and see if we can't find a good spot for camp or something?
Yeah, give me perception checks.
Okay. Roll it in. 13 for Slim.
From all of us?
Yes. Well, anybody who would be looking for a place to hunker down.
21 for Kai. Complete opposite of Glader.
Funny. True.
$18.
So Balram and Slim, you two look around and one spot looks the same as the other. There's no difference. Uh, Kai and Winston, you see a spot that looks more flat. You know you don't want to be behind a hill because that actually allows snow to build up around you and could bury you. So you know that that right there is the best spot to set up a tent that would keep you safe, but also uh, prevent you from becoming encased in a snow tomb.
Yeah, I guess maybe as we're riding along, Winston will kind of yell over to Kai on the other sled and just go, what about that over there? That space.
Oh yeah, that definitely looks probably best we're gonna get. So maybe we should stop here.
And yeah, I guess Winston will kind of start veering that way. I'll let Balgrim know too, so he doesn't think I'm just going to some random ass fucking grove again.
Yeah,
All right,
Slim will definitely help start breaking down, getting ready for camp, set up some torches, maybe build a fire, help with the tent, etc.
so you stop and you get a tent set up, get a fire going to get a little meal, finally give your pups some rest, and hope that tomorrow is as friendly to you as the day was, and that you are even closer yet to your final destination. And that's where we will end the session.
Yeehaw.
Hell yeah.
Very nice. Very
I
nice.
thought we were gonna get fucking wrecked by that thing.
I didn't think of the pure of heart line when it was by the lake until I had already jumped in. But then after I already jumped in, I thought of all the shady shit Slim has done and suggested in this campaign. So I was like, oh yeah, he's not the pure of heart one. I don't think.
Just start
Not
right
not
hand right
100%
there, dude.
anyway.
You just disappear, deleted.
Delete.
Well, I was looking over my random encounter list, and Winston had rolled a nat 20 previously. So I'm like, all right, this is my nat 20. And I'm like, I wrote it because Winston was already down to 10 feet of movement. So he was going to die quick if you guys
Yeah.
didn't get where you were going. I wanted to give you a break. And then I had it, if he only helped the wolf and let the human die, then he would have got just the potion of cold. If he helped the man kill the wolf, he would have got just the chill touch. Either way, get the speed. But by bringing peace, he got both.
Look at you go, Winston.
I'm doing all right. That chill touch is pretty cool.
Yeah, that's a good cantrip, dude. Especially it. So does he like permanently have that, as far as we know?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean that's one that levels. I think, if I remember correctly, I think that one levels up pretty well, or scales pretty well with levels too.
Well, when he hits level 5, it'll go to 2d8.
Yeah.
So it's almost like a Eldritch Blast.
Yeah. Just
But
touch instead of range.
all he really had though for like attack cantrips and stuff was just that thorn whip. So I'm like, all right, I could give him something with a little bit more range.
I've
Yeah.
ripped a lot of heads off of that thing.
Now you can get the mage. What is it? The mage slayer feat, and use a spell as a opportunity attack and just chill touch him.
Oh God, Winston will be a menace.
Well, because that he already was.
Yeah,
That's
you've been a
fair.
mess.
Now I can just freeze people's balls too.
Free vasectomies.
You get a vasectomy.
Come on,
You get a
son.
vasectomy.
We've created a monster.
Yeah, I mean, let's be honest. Will's a little bit of a monster in every single campaign.
Oh
I
man,
mean, I feel like Blade, although colorful, is relatively tame. But on every other iteration, it's pure chaos.
I got to
I
take the
still,
opportunity.
yeah, I still remember the one shot I ran where you were playing. I think it was Wayne Lizardbrain,
Wayne Lizardbrain.
where you were like, okay, I'm gonna climb up onto this roof and jump off and land on this guy while simultaneously attacking him. I was like, okay, so we're gonna roll. It was like three different rolls, like two skill checks and like an attack roll. So like you were just fucking like ate his heart out or something. Wild.
Wasn't it like in
It
front of a
was for
bunch of
no
people too?
reason. It was a fucking guard
Yeah.
for
It was
no
I went
apparent reason. You just
a
killed a
noble
man.
citizen.
Well, let us not forget Terry Sunshine, who not only stole or conned people out of several prosthetic limbs, but also paralyzed a competitor who had stepped into a pit of lava and then decided to not lift the spell and just watch him slowly melt.
He had it coming.
Unhinged.
The fire just kind of mirroring in his eyes as he watches him burn.
Because you were the last one out of the room, and the only one that noticed was Anthony's character, and he was too scared of you to say anything to everybody else.
A small smile forming on his face as this guy melts in lava.
Oh, the screams.
Music to his ears.
Wasn't it?
What a time to be alive.
I gotta let loose, you know?
I mean, Terry Sunshine is one of my favorite reoccurring characters, so I can't really say anything, but he is pure chaos.
Yeah, that's for sure.
It's my that's my drinking character. My like real drinking character.
When Will's really feeling it, he pulls out Terry Sunshine.
I think that's what Jurgen is for me. Having a super buff guy that can just intimidate people and fly around.
But there's also
Like
a time
get buzzed and
Terry.
speak in a Russian accent and pretty much just have my way with people because my strength does everything for me.
All right. Anybody see a reason they wouldn't be available next week for campaign?
Are we on for the
I
Stranger
should be
Justice?
here.
Anthony should be back on days next week because it's every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Ooh,
I should.
a couple
Word.
more episodes of the tale that shall for another time or something like that. Yeah, tale for another time.
Yeah, I'm good. Dakota, your birthday is in a couple weeks.
Yeah, it is.
You spring chicken.
I know. Yeah. I think it's 2 Fridays from now, 3 Fridays from now.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
3 Fridays.
September kids.
you know it. Will and I's annual birthday podcast trip is coming up. So the 13th, we'll be doing the annual trip to Treehouse Brewing, and then going to see
Nice.
GCP live. And this year, our friends that always go to the show with us are actually taking the whole day off. We rented an Airbnb, so we're gonna all for road trip to Treehouse, and then do a one shot at the Airbnb before the show. And I think we're doing a continuation of last year where we all played cryptids. So I
Oh, yeah.
played Mothman, our friend played the Jersey Devil, and Will played a Chupacabra. And we
Very
like
nice.
saved a forest spirit. So I think the guy that ran it last time has cooked up like a part 2 to that we're gonna pregame with. This should be a pretty sick birthday trip.
Fuck yeah. That sounds pretty dope.
Yeah, sounds fun.
I know my birthday actually falls on a Saturday this year, which is nice.
I
Well,
know
nobody
mine's on a
cares.
Friday. It's so fucking weird.
Just kidding, Will.
What'd you say?
What? I said that. When you were like, oh, my birthday actually falls on a Friday, I was like, well, nobody cares. I was obviously kidding.
Oh,
I care
God,
about your
Alex,
birthday.
Jesus, mean.
This fucking guy.
Oh
I
my
care
God,
about
you
your day of
sound
birth.
fucking freeze your balls off.
No.
No, I wouldn't do you like.
That was the most like disheartened no I think I've ever heard.
What?
No, please don't. I wouldn't
I was
like
genuinely
that.
upset that I might have upset him.
I'm currently keeping up cat shit out of litter, so I'm a little distracted. But yeah, don't freeze my balls off, please.
Nah, I won't. When you least expect it.
At least let me have like at least one kid first, and then you can, if you have to, do that.
It'll be the first thing I do when Call comes back. Just freeze him. Like I learned some shit.
You thought you were saved? Nope.
The cold touch of hell got you.
Well, that was a fun session, Chris. Thanks for running that.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was
thanks,
great.
Chris.
Well, thanks for playing.
Yeah.
Always, man. Much
For
appreciated.
sure. I gotta get out of here, fellas. Keep in touch. Let's do this crazy thing again soon, yeah?
There it
Take it
is.
easy, boys.
I was waiting for it.
The sign off. You can't leave until he says it.
Doesn't feel right without it.
All right, see you guys later.